to us. Please continue to hold, and we'll be with you shortly.
Thank you for holding. How can I be of service to you today?
Yes, I have this recurring charge on my monthly statement, and I can't figure out what it's for.
Well, we'll certainly do our best to help you. What does the charge say on your statement?
Well, it's a $275 charge, and it just says Iraq War.
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. The Iraq War cost the average American family over $16,000 since the war started.
Are you kidding? Well, I never signed up for that.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You don't sign up for the Iraq War charge.
Tell me, have you enjoyed your war so far?
It's a standard charge for all Americans.
Have you gotten a picture of who they are?
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Did some men in a cave knock down your tower?
While you're still in line, can I interest you in our new monthly Iran War charge?
No,
Are you gonna behave or lay next to flowers?
Thanks for calling the United States.
Wake up, sleepyhead. It's after 8, you're late. Get out of bed. Fuck what a spectator said. Scientific dictatorship straight ahead. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. It's after 8, you're late. Get out of bed. This is a bucket of water on your head. You're asleep. You might as well be dead.
The number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Welcome to the Red Pill Show. And now, here's your host and creator for new alternative media via podcast. Another episode of the original Red Pill Show. Today, got my keys. Today is Saturday, June. Yeah, time flies, but not that fast. May 10th, I think. What does that say? No, May 9th. 2015, the original Red Pill Show is for entertainment, hopefully, and, more importantly, educational. Remember that as I go on. Purposes only. Please use at your own risk. The original Red Pill Show is copyrighted by me. No pot of this live. Make sure our mic's on this time, you dumbass. Yes, it is. Hello. on Spreaker.com and eventually iTunes when I convert it, and Podbean.com and YouTube, which I forgot. Cannot be reused, rebroadcasted in any way, shape, or form, and it's copyrighted by me. And that cannot be used without my written consent, or you can just ask. The Red Pill Show is also opinionated. As I drink I'm going to burp Coke out of, bottle. I swear, it's not a beer. It's not an alcoholic beverage. It's only, time is it? 2 p.m., 1:45. The original Red Pill Show is opinionated. Therefore, the host, especially, it's my show, callers, that's what it's all about, and guests, and people that are in the chat room are opinionated under no circumstances whatsoever. Zero, zilch, nada. Should opinions ever be taken as advice? If you are seeking professional advice, we strongly encourage you to hire a licensed required person in his or her field there, little Tommy. Hey, man. No. It's his name. Damn it. It's Hey Man. This is an explicit program and opinionated. So how you doing today? I'm doing mucho bueno, I should say. I wanted to come on because I wanted to reflect on yesterday's show. Now, before I get into this, what I say has no reflection on anybody. Now, in period. This is just me talking on this stupid show, and I'll explain why I do this. Okay, because it's probably not what people think. So I want to make that clear. But what I say has no reflection or association with anybody, whether somebody calls in, chat room, whatever. It's wide open. That's what it's about. It's almost like sometimes people think it's a political arena. And, well, you said that nobody should be on welfare, and so you're a Republican. Or you said everybody should get welfare, so you're a Democrat. Or you said nobody should do shit and leave me alone, and you're a Libertarian. That's not what it's about. This show is about opinions. It's about thinking differently. It's the Red Pill Show, not the Blue Pill Show. The original Red Pill Show, because I got sick of that shit, too. People saying that I was me on Facebook, and I can't stand Facebook, so I'm not on it. But so if there's a red pill on there, it's not me, because I had somebody actually posting as me, and I'm like, what the? I'm gonna be real explicit here. What the fuck? Really? You're gonna really impersonate me? So the only way to get out of that is bow out and go, I don't want nothing to do with this shit. So trolls are plentiful on Spybook, and I don't want nothing to do with that. But what I strive for doing this show is for people to wake up. Now, if you're a sci-fi fan and you've seen The Matrix, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, am I saying we're in the Matrix? No, I'm not. It's an ideology. It's a thought. It's a thinking process. And I try to align myself with people that think that way, that resonate with me. On the other hand, when people are contrarian and they don't, quite honestly, that's what this show's really about. This is about, oh, I don't know, you're crazy, or that sucks, or whatever, and I'm not going to get into details here. And this is all me here, so forget anything other than what I'm saying in real time right now and why I do this. That's it. that. It's going to be real serious here. Rant. It's a rant show. I'm done with all my stupid. Am I? Yeah, I'm done with all my sound effects. I'll open the chat room. But this show is an avenue, a media outlet. What the hell would it be? Event, way for people to think different and go, why is things the way they are, or they seem the way they are? Now, it might sound crazy, because I'll say it. I mean, I went through all the denial, and then the anger, and then the acceptance, and then now it's just like, whatever. I mean, there's military exercises going on in Texas, and I don't want to elaborate that, and our own borders. I'm not surprised. But no, that's not happening. And then, yeah, it is happening, damn it, I'm fucking pissed. And there is so many different perspectives on things right now. And for me to get where I'm at now, and it's almost, that's why I'm under the spirituality genre. Because when I was on Freedomizer Radio, and I'm not, again, not tooting my own horn. If I was tooting my own horn, I'd have my name up on all this stuff. And I don't. And there's a lot of reasons for it. But one of which I want to keep my anonymity to a point. But it's not about me. This is not about me. I can promise you that. But when I was on freedomizerradio.com, I was on Sunday nights, and I was on for, I don't know, June, July, 2.5 months maybe. And that was a part of me waking up and being on there. And I resigned, and according to the owner, because it's rude. There's no mute. Well, yeah, I guess there is a mute button, because I left it off yesterday, which I completely forgot. According to the owner of the network, he's like, when I go on there once in a while, he says he's got people begging him for the Red Pill Show to come back on. And I'm like, that's really flattering and great. And some people might go, well, I don't know why, because this sucks. So be it. I don't really care. I'm not doing it for that. I'm not doing it for name and lights and recognition, or it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, or it's the stupidest, shittiest, offensive. And I'm never trying to be that way, but well, it's really stupid. What are you talking about? But that's what I really prefer, is the challenge of like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Well, I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Back in 2008, when the meltdown happened, and my credit cards got jacked by double. And I know this is going, this really freaks me out, because this is going around the planet. Like, really? I mean, there's so many. It just boggles my mind. I don't even want to think about it. Because I'm sitting, yesterday I was in my truck. Now I'm sitting in my basement that's half finished. I got shit everywhere. 8 guitars and my PC, and Coke in a bottle, and a SM7B mic, and a mixer, and whatever. Some rugs. It's crazy, but I'm talking to the planet. And it's like, that's so mind-boggling. But I'm saying from the perspective of an American, or a stupid American, or an ignorant. Hey, I know we got our problems, and I don't agree with 99% of what's going on. I don't. And I think most Americans don't either. But like I was saying, this is under the spiritual genre. It's not under news. It's not under politics. It's not under music. It's under spiritual. And then religion's clumped in there. And I'm a Christian, and I'll say it, and I'm proud of it. But I'm not going to shove it up shove it down their throat. I'll be nicer. It's not what I'm about. I'm a God-fearing, 51-year-old, sometimes grown man. Sometimes not. But I know who I am. And this country, this planet, here, I'm about to get into planet, it's like Superman. It's like it's Krypton. And we're going to blow this fucker up. I mean, not literally, but we're going to destroy this planet. I don't know, we might blow it up. I don't know, World War III stuff. It's what they say, World War III, we don't know what weapons are going to be used, but I know World War IV, it's going to be fought with rocks and sticks. Yeah. Yeah, if we don't get our act together, we're doomed. Like that cartoon guy from Gulliver's Travels, is that what it is? We're doomed. Whatever. And the only way that's going to change is by an individual, internal awakening, spiritual awakening, if that's what you want to call it, to be a better person. And that's it. It's as simple as, oh no, we need welfare and we need high paying, we do, but we need high paying jobs and we need degrees and we need just to shut up and do what you're told and listen to your elected officials when they're elected servants, and they work for us, at least in this country. And go to school and stand in line, Timmy and Susie and Johnny, and eat your vegetables and go to bed at frickin' 9 o'clock and don't watch those bad TV shows and don't swear and don't drink alcohol and don't drink Coke out of a bottle and, you know, don't smoke pot. I mean, I'm not saying to do any of that stuff. It's just that we're all programmed. And if you do that, if you go to school and you graduate, and you go to college and you graduate, and you get a degree and you graduate, and you get a master's and you graduate, and you get another degree and you graduate, and you get another master's and you graduate, you're going to be fine. You're going to make all this money. You're going to live happily ever after. You're going to have a retirement plan, and everything's just going to be nice, and they're going to lay you down to rest with all your hundreds of family members and friends, and everything's perfect. Good night. I'm telling you, man, that's the biggest load of horseshit that I've ever been fed, and I don't like being fooled. I don't like being a sucker. Now, am I saying that that is not going to work? No, because it has, and it does. It's not working for me. And I knew that. I don't know how long ago I knew that, but, well, I kind of knew something was weird. Because I've never been a conformist. Never been a follower. But I knew after the meltdown something was wrong. Because that was a perfect opportunity for brothers in arms and brothers and sisters and neighbors and communities and in our state government and our federal government to reach out and go, you know what? Yeah, we're in deep shit, but you know what? If we band together, help each other out, we're just going to become stronger and better. And that's what America is. America's an idea. Geographically, I'm going to sound like George Carlin here, which, you know, I like, but I don't want to, what's that called where you steal what they say? Plagiarism? I don't want to do that. But it's the idea. America's an idea, and it's still an idea. And it's still in beta testing. But we're the United States of America geographically. America's an idea. And it's an idea that seems to be dying. And after the meltdown, I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, my bank says, I swear to God, this is exactly what happened. We had a couple credit cards that were almost maxed out, and the interest rate was 10.9% forever. 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 Except, dun, 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 meltdown. So they doubled them, the interest rate. Excuse me. And then the second home I have in Vegas was for nothing other than trying to keep some of my money for a tax write-off. And the bank says, yeah, we'll help you out. You got to get behind in your payments. Well, that hurts your credit rating. And, okay, fine. So I did. And credit got destroyed. Then my business line of credit, which should have nothing to do with personal, was canceled because now my personal FICO score is 5-something. Not now, but it was then. So I lost that. Trying to be a small business and lose your line of credit. So that happened. And house went into foreclosure or pre-foreclosure, and it cost me $14,000 to get a house back that I don't even go to because it was the right responsible thing to do. When I see realtors back at that time, there was people buying 5 houses at a time. 5 houses at a time in the subdivision in Vegas. And they let them go. I don't know if they knew something that I didn't, or it's like they just didn't care. But they let them go. I mean, they're in the real estate industry. Maybe they knew something, maybe they didn't. So I'm reflecting and trying to think, what's going on? And people got bailed out. Banks got bailed out. Industries got bailed out. And in my mind's eye, that's the day capitalism pretty much died in this country. It's not about working hard, taking risks, busting your ass, not asking anybody for anything, doing what you got to do, put your head down, and chase your dreams. And if you fail, then you fail. You learn, though. When you learn how to walk as a baby, you learn how to crawl, and then you get up and you take some steps. But you didn't quit because you fell. I mean, how many of us fell and probably broke some bones trying, God forbid, but that would be horrible for a baby, but it's horrible for anybody. But how many times did you fall before you finally learned how to walk? How many times have I picked up this I'm going to be Johnny Tappy again, this fucking guitar for the past 27 years? Oh my God. And how many times, I mean, I'm not a violent person, but take it and smash it against the fucking wall. It's as bad as golf. Playing the guitar is as bad as golf. It's a great game. You get that one shot and you go, or that one putt, and you're like, oh, this is a great game, man, but I could never break 90. But I didn't give up. And there's rewards for not giving up. But when the meltdown happened, well, some selected few got a reset button. Like, oh, don't worry about any of that. Here's a gazillion, 8 billion, which I keep hearing it's even higher than that. $8 billion. Here you go. Why people are losing their homes, they're losing their jobs, their interest rate goes up on their credit cards, literally getting kicked when you're down, which I can't stand. That's one thing. I may be and can be an asshole, but I never kick people when they're down. Never. Never have. It could be my worst enemy. I would never kick them when they're down. Because it's me. You don't kick people when they're down. I don't. I just don't. That's too easy. That's too easy. Not that you want to hurt people and destroy them and make it hard, but you just it's obvious. You got somebody there that is just humiliated, down on their knees, hit their bottom, and you're gonna kick them? What the hell is wrong with you? But that's what happened. No bailouts. I don't want one. Don't misunderstand this. I don't want anybody to help me. I don't. But on the other hand, if my industry got bailed out, which it's not strong enough to have lobbyists to do that and that, but if my competitor got bailed out and I didn't because they were one of the special chosen few to receive funds and not me, that would suck. That would suck. But see, that's not capitalism. That's fascism. And fascism's not Nazi Germany. oh, now you're saying it's Hitler. No, that's not what I'm saying. I look up the definition of fascism. It's when the government and corporates are in hoots together. And I don't want any part of that. Because then you got favoritism. You can't fail. And you're never going to learn anything. I mean, could you imagine being a band? And you really suck. But you have friends in high places. And you're going to play these. Well, they're sold out because people, for some stupid reason, are buying your tickets or they're being told to. Or they're getting free shit because they buy them. I don't know, whatever the situation is, but it's not real. But you're filling stadiums and you think you're the greatest fucking band in the world. But you're not. So what is that? That's not real. It's a pseudo world. It's fake. So, instead of getting all mad and this and that and saying fuck everything and everybody sucks and sounds like Limp Bizkit, break stuff. And it's a good song. It's a good song, really. I was just trying to figure stuff out. And I've learned a lot. I've learned about the financial system, the Federal Reserve, the banking system, keeping an eye on what's going on, what's getting passed. I mean, we should watch our elected servants. We elected them. They're supposed to be representing us. And but see, that's politics, and you can't, believe it or not, I don't think you can win that. Although you should. But I'm not so much sure your vote counts in it. I mean, literally even being counted and applied to where it should be. But I don't know if it makes a difference because there's so much corruption and money that it's not going to matter. And power does corrupt. So can you do anything about that? I don't know. You can vote and then you can voice your opinion, or you cannot vote and still voice your opinion. It's your First Amendment against the government and your elected officials. But if you don't vote, do you have the right to say anything? Absolutely. And actually, I think people are speaking more by not voting than voting because it shows lack of confidence. Because you hear, well, you should shut up because you didn't vote. Well, yeah, but maybe they just spoke 1,000 words by not voting. So that's the different perspective that I'm coming from. And I had the interview yesterday. Now this is on me, so because I'm reflecting on what happened, and there's been really positive feedback, awesome, and there's been a few negative comments, and of course, I mean, that's what I want, and it makes me think like this. I'm like, okay, and I'm not going to get specific, and actually, I thanked people for it, and I'm like, thank you, and I actually followed them back on Twitter because I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know your opinion, and I've listened to it 3 times. I listened to the interview 3 times. And I'm trying to think, how's it fit into the show? And it fits perfectly, as far as I'm concerned. Now, did I ask? I said in previous episodes, I'm not an average, I'm not even really an interviewer. I've done interviews when I was on Freedomizer Radio. I got really good feedback. I think some of them sucked. I didn't think this one did, but I think the ones that I did suck, and I got nothing but rave reviews on it. And I'm like, really? Okay. But I quite honestly, I thought this one was really good. And some things were said yesterday that resonated with me. You have 4 people busting their ass, chasing their dreams, living their life, and not succumbing to indoctrination and brainwashing. If you don't believe me, listen to it again. Life. Because I said that. Life gets in the way. What is life? Is life perception? Is it what we're taught? Is it what we believe? It's not dreams, because dreams not reality. Life's reality. But when I heard yesterday, and again 2 times today, I'm past that. I'm not gonna let life stop me. And that's what I heard. And I'm like, wow. And I was trying to be, besides being a stupid ass and leaving my mic off, thank God I use Audacity and record in the background. I feel horrible that it wasn't live for the first, 20 minutes. But I was trying to be a gentleman. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be respectful. I was trying to figure out where someone's coming from and what they're going through and how they're doing it. I don't want to ask, what's your favorite song and what's your favorite microphone and what's your favorite hair color and what's your favorite food. I don't want to know that kind of stuff. Maybe some people do. I don't. It's semantics. It's personal too, and I did not want to tread into the personal realm with that. I want people to feel comfortable. I want them to talk what they want to talk about. And I said that in the beginning. And I was shocked, and I saw a lot of insight of how for kids, anybody that's under 30 is a kid to me, are chasing their dreams, busting their ass, and they're not going to quit until, there is no quit. What about a degree? What about when you get older? What? The story was shared with the dentist that was 71 years old and went back to school to be an archaeologist at 71. And he's a dentist already. That's what I'm talking about. Chasing your dreams, no matter your age or whatever. And I should talk because I put myself down. But there's 2 things to my dreams. Being a motocross racer, which ain't going to happen, and being a guitar player, which, I don't know, probably not. But I'm 51. I'm not 20. I'm not 30. And even 40. But it shouldn't matter, I guess. I shouldn't really be a hypocrite. Why do I do this show? For the reasons I just said. To help people and pass it on and learn from experiences. And share my experiences. Because I don't talk out of my ass when I'm talking. And after the meltdown, I don't want anybody going through that. And can I do anything to stop that? Absolutely not. That's like trying to stop an earthquake or tidal wave. I can't do that. But when I see people chasing their dreams, busting their ass, and I'm not looking at it through they're living my dream through them or whatever it is. It's like I'm watching them and, oh, geez, it's my dream, and, being envious or jealous. It's not what I'm doing. We're supposed to guide people and help them regardless of the age. I mean, if somebody wants to learn how to play, I almost told her yesterday that I got stupid videos on YouTube. I got no problem. I have a friend that wanted to learn a guitar, and I'm like, I can't come over and show you, but what I can do is show you videos on YouTube. And I did that, just real basic chord crap. But you know what? He quit. He gave up. So I gave up. But the point is that we're supposed to help each other. And set an example and encourage people to not give up. And that's it. I do this show for that because it was the best way for me to share what I'm trying to do and help people based on my experiences and my opinions. And I'm not saying I'm right. I have people asking me all the time, should I go back to school? And I'm like, and all I can say is, if it was me, because I can't tell people what to do, but I can say if it was me, and that's what I'm saying. So if it was me, no. Now, but that's a loaded question. I should go to school at night in what I'm doing. So, for instance, just staying on the subject, I want to be in a band, so I'm learning to do that, and then I should go to school at night and get taught by somebody. Or if you want to be like what I did in the heating and air business, I did it during the day, and I went to school at night. But as far as going to school and getting a degree in something that you're not doing during the day to get a piece of paper and get into debt $100,000 with a loan you can't default on, and it's an interest rate of whatever they decide, chances are I'm going to be in the same place doing the same job, but now I owe $100,000 because I can't find a job because somebody told me if I had a piece of paper, which is a degree, I'd have a job. That is indoctrination. That's bullshit. Now, has people done that? Yes, absolutely, obviously. But I could care less. If I got a degree when I die or I got 10 of them, I'd be proud to have them. But I don't care. This whole thing is for people to be happy. And conforming, now, am I saying don't go to school, period? There's some kids listening to this? No, that's not what I'm saying. You need a high school diploma. I will say that. But after that, the best thing that I did was read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I wish I would have read it when I got out of high school, because Lord knows where I'd be now. By Robert Kiyosaki. One of the best books I've ever read in my life. So, I want people to be contrary. I want them to think. I want them to figure it out. And then I want people to realize that I'm trying to wake them up to saying, there could be a different way. I don't know what that is. I don't know. There's more than one way to skin a cat. You need to figure that out. And what I heard yesterday is exactly that. You figure it out. You keep going until you can't. And be very weary when people say, oh, I can help you if you pay me whatever. It's like, really? I don't know about that. Because in my experience, just put it this way, there's nobody that's going to help you. And if they are, there's some strings attached. And they usually get wrapped around your neck and you get choked to death. I'm just saying my experience. Does that happen all the time to everybody? No. I can tell stories upon stories upon stories. And I could share one where I could share two that I shouldn't even be here. I shouldn't even be alive. But I don't want to. Not yet. But I do this show to pass things on and to help people. And when it starts getting motivated by siding or even politics or association of somebody or something, I don't want nothing to do with it. I am not affiliated or associated with anybody. I pay for this stupid show and do this stupid show on my own free will. And that's it. And when I hear or see people that really impress me, I want to know why and how, regardless of what it is. So I do the show because I enjoy it, and that's what I want to do. And I play that stupid fucking guitar because I love playing that too. But I don't know what's going to happen. I do it because I love doing it. And that's part of so-called life. Makes me happy. So that's why I do what I do. But I do like people being contrarian. Again, I'm not trying to put anybody down. And it keeps me going, because if I just heard awesome, great, you rule, blah blah blah, it's like that's fine, because then you get complacent, and you're like, okay, I guess I'm doing something right. But when you hear contrarian opinions in someone else's perspective that doesn't align with yours, that tells me I'm doing something wrong. Or they may be wrong. Or you both might be wrong. I don't know. But like I said, I listened to that interview twice and 3 times. And I hope this isn't a negative thing. So, I'm never going to be on your show because blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I am just trying to relate to what's going on and not per se throwing anybody under the bus or picking on them or anything. I'm just saying there's always a different way to think about things. And I'm looking for people that are saying, fuck it, I ain't doing what society, within the law, don't take this the wrong way. I don't want a bunch of Motley Crue, nothing against the band, but, Motley Crue fuckers, just hellraisers, anarchists. I'm not saying that. But I like seeing, especially young people, like, you know what? Fuck this system. Fuck this shit. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I don't care how old you are again. So I just wanted to say that because it made me think again. And that's what I heard yesterday. And I'm not saying that's what they said. I'm saying that's what I heard. I heard I'm not stopping until never, actually. I am going to live my dream. That's what we all need to do. That's what I heard. So I guess it's all in what you hear and what you're listening to or what you're expecting to hear. But I think it fit right in. So anyway, that is going to be that. I just figured I would share that just to be a little clear on where I'm coming from and what my intentions are, which really there isn't any. I just love seeing people getting their act together, kicking ass, doing it their way, don't hurt anybody, and be happy and chase your dreams. I love that because that's all you can do. You can't change the world. You can't change somebody else. You can kind of change your job and whatever, but you're trying to become a better person by being happy intrinsically from the inside out. And that, I love that. I love it. Because nobody from the outside is going to make you happy. No outside. You can buy cars, you can buy boats, you can buy houses, you can buy gizmos, you can buy guitars, you can buy all this crap. It's not going to make you happy. But what you do, and it goes through you and then it comes out, that's what's going to make you happy, if that makes any sense. And that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's kind of biased because I was in the conversation. That's what I heard. And I love that. I absolutely love that. So hopefully that resonates with some people, but that's what it's all about. And that's the kind of people I want on here. But I do also want contrarian people too. So it's like, oh, I don't get, what you're talking about with this financial. Everything's fine, and okay, I guess. Well, I guess we're all gonna find out on that one. So I'm down to the bottom of my bottle here, and it's not Jack Daniels. It's Coke. It's Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. So I just wanted to come on and say that, and not get as deep anymore. It's just that's what this is about. This is the only reason I do it. No intentions, no motives, no. Only reason is to wake people up, to make them think different, because there is something different. Don't let people tell you otherwise. Don't let them keep you down. Don't let them tell you that you're fat, that you're ugly, that you're short, that you're weak, that you're too young, you're too pretty, you're too old. You just can't do that. You're stupid. You suck. Don't let them tell you that. Take it and use it use it and take it and pass it through you and turn it into positive things, which is extremely hard to do. But you can do it. That's what I do. That's what I just did. I think that's what I just did. I don't know. That's what I think I just did. Turn a negative into a positive. But don't let anybody tell you can't do anything. I'm telling you, you can. And that's what this is about. Well, you can't make $20,000. Oh, that wouldn't be a lot. $200,000 if you're 20. You'll never make $500,000 in your life. You'll never make $1 million. You'll never have a stupid fucking radio show that you leave the mic off on. You'll never be a guitar player. You'll never be anything. You'll never have a nice body. You're never going to be skinny. Bullshit. So, and if this helps one person, I've done my job. Not that it's a job. I've reached my goal. I reached my goal. So, again, when I have people on here, they may agree, they may disagree. They're probably not going to say anything because it's not what it's about. It's not about affiliation in building a, team, or I don't know what you would call it, club, whatever. It's not about that. It's about building you. Building you. An individual that can do anything if they put their mind to it. It's about building you. That's it. And I'm going to be criticized, and I'm going to be, negative comments, and all it does is motivate me and make me think. It doesn't put me down. It's like, well, that kind of sucks, but I understand. Everybody's entitled to their opinion because that's the whole basis of this show. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Is opinions. Wow. It's opinions. Otherwise, what the hell's the point of this? So, some people shake their head, yeah. Some people are shaking it, no. Or some people are going, what the fuck? Good. Make you think. That's what it's about. The Red Pill Show. Okay? All right, so that's it. What is it? 15 minutes. I was going to play my guitar, but I'll play that later. So I won't torture you with that. So thanks, honestly. I'll try to get more people on here. I have musicians really, really contacting me and even asking my opinions on things. And I got to do that. Somebody wants to know what I think of some 5 or 6 songs, and I'm not going to say who. And because they're on the radio and they want to know which one I like for to submit for, their best hit, which is cool. I don't know nothing. I know good music when I hear it, but I don't know anything. So, but that's cool. That's another thing I love. That is so cool. I love helping people, and I'm not saying I'm right. I could pick the worst freaking song on the album. I don't think so though. But if I can do anything to help anybody, I'll do it like that. I'm not talking monetary. I'm not talking anything other than the kind. I mean, if your house gets totaled like the frickin' tornado that came through here a month ago, I'll help you build your house. I'll help you feed your kids to a point. I'll give you, I will help you, but I'm not going to give you anything. I'm not going to do that. Well, can I have $100 for? Not unless I want to give it to you. You can't. No. Go get a job. But chase your dreams. So that's all I'm going to tell you. That's where I'm coming from. So thanks to everybody that was involved yesterday. Again, thanks for all the tweets, positive and negative. And that's what I need. I need that. I need feedback. If you don't know where you're at, how are you going to know where you're headed? And that's what I need. I need that too in my business. I try to tell customers that. Like, you got to tell me how things are going. You got to tell me if you like the guy I'm sending you. And they don't. It's like, I got to know. I got to know. Because I'm not going to think any different of you. Well, you're a whistleblower, or you're just being an asshole, or you're just a bitch to bitch. No. I need to know so I can figure it out and fix it or go the right direction. And I need that. It's yin yang. I need to know black, white, both sides. I need to know it. So anyway, with that said, I hope it makes sense. I really do. I'm not trying to be difficult here. Trying to figure things out and be supportive. So we'll see what happens from this point forward. So I appreciate everything like you wouldn't believe, and thanks for listening to me. And I hope everybody has a great weekend and be safe. Where the hell's my outro? There it is. So I can slide that over there. And the mic's on, right? Yes, it is. And I am being recorded. So, all right. So thanks for listening to me. God bless everybody, and have a great day. And I hope you understand where I'm coming from. You have been listening to the original Red Pill Show. Oh, that's the wrong one. Wait a minute. That's the long... Look at it. I fucked up again. Oh, well, at least nobody's on this time. Wait a minute. No, that's the wrong outro. How come it's... There it is. I gotta delete that other one. So there we go, over there. Oh, man. Don't drink Coke. All right, there it is. You have been listening to the original Red Pill Show.